Good day, fellow scientists. Hope you all are having a beautiful day. It's your sensei again, and we are back at tackling math and science with me, your sensei. And if you are new to our family, please press the subscribe button down below, and also that notification bell so whenever I post a new lesson, you will be updated. On today's lesson, I'll be teaching you how to prove the cos rule, the cos rule, and I'll also post another lesson on how you prove the sine rule, but I will be using past papers to explain that. So this is from a past paper, so that all of you matrix will be able to know or understand how you prove these rules, because of in most cases they ask you that. And also grade 11s, you can also learn how you prove the cos rule and also the sine rule. So this is a video made especially and exclusively for you. So let us start. So now the first question says, in question 3, the diagram above PQR is an obtuse. Okay, so now this is a right angle triangle and PQS, and the perpendicular height is H and the hypotenuse side is R. We don't have the adjacent side for now, and we also have a second triangle with an obtuse angle, which is this angle here, QR. It's our obtuse angle. So now they say determine the value, determine the coordinates of P. So now remember that whenever we finding the coordinates are always written in this way. It's the x value and the y value. Let's say for instance we have a point here, it was gonna be 2:4. So you can see it's the left and the right. So now on this point here, we know that the x and the y value are determined by this hypotenuse side, so opposite side of H, by this opposite side and also this adjacent side. So now we need to find QS in terms of this, so that we mustn't do it like this. We mustn't do it like this for its x and y. So you must find the value or the length of this. So now let's do it. So we will be using theorem of Pythagoras. I'm just gonna write TOP. So it's x squared, which is QS squared plus H squared equals to R squared. So QS squared is equals to R squared minus H squared, and we root here, square root here, and we will be left with QS, which is the final value of this adjacent side. So this is R minus H. So whenever we're writing out the coordinates, we must write them in this manner. It's R minus H for the x value and H for the y. So this is how we were supposed to do it. So now let's move to the next question. So now prove that Q squared is P squared plus R squared minus 2PR. So basically here they want us to prove the cos rule. So you can see by virtue of this Q squared, P squared, R squared, that they are doing this in this triangle, PQR. So which means that we must use the triangle PQR when solving for this. So now so which means that it's this side here and this angle here the obtuse angle. So now, how do we solve this? Remember, first step, we must try to cut these triangles. Let me look for straight line here, and we must try to cut these triangles so that they may be right angle triangles, and then we will choose the triangle that we are gonna use here. Sorry about the side. We have made these triangles the right angle triangles. So now, if now this whole thing here, it's P. So now let's make, so we are making now this side to be P minus. So now this side is P minus, let's say X. It's P minus X, and this side we just name it X. Né? So you can choose either one of these triangles. I decided to choose this one. Yeah, it all depends on you. So P minus X or X, we can also swap it. I will show you later on how we will do it using this triangle, but it will still give us the same answer. So now in this triangle, now we know that we have, oh sorry, I didn't name this side. It's side K, the perpendicular height on this triangle PQR. So now in triangle PQR, in triangle PQK, or let's say PQR, PQK, which is this one here. So now in that angle, this right angle, it's gonna be cos squared. Let's try to make cos squared Q. Cos Q, it will be equals to P minus X over R. No, in fact, let's switch this side to be X. So now this side will be side X over R. So now we did the first thing here. Cos Q is X over R. So now let's now go into solving this. So two ways that we can use this, it's using this and using the theorem of Pythagoras on two triangles, then solving for the sides simultaneously. That's what we need to do. So now on this triangle, we know that x squared plus y squared equals to, equals to r squared in this triangle. I know that it is x squared plus k squared equals to r squared. So this is the first equation. So in the second equation, it's p squared minus qx plus k squared, which is x in this triangle, triangle 2, gives us pkr. Yeah, let's just say pkr. Triangle pkr, it's q squared, the adjacent side k, the height, which is y, and here is the r. So now here it's like this. So it's q squared minus 2px plus x squared plus k squared equals to q squared. So now we need to make sure that these equations are the same. So now let's try to make, so since we have x and x, so let's try to shift everything in terms of x, so that x would be the subject of the formula. So from here we know that our formula will be x squared equals to r squared minus k squared. So here let's try to also do the very same thing. It's x squared equals to q squared minus, so it's q squared on the side and everything goes to the other side, minus p squared plus 2px plus minus k, minus k squared. So now this is two subject of the formulas, so now we name this equation 2. So then from here we try to equate these two equations. So it's x squared minus k squared equals to q squared minus p squared minus, okay, so the plus 2px. I'm just trying to check if whether I didn't do incorrect sign here, and okay, and it's minus k, okay, yeah, everything is correct. So from here let's try to make q the subject of the formula, so which means that everything we shift it to the other side since q is on the side. So it's q squared, it's r squared. So now you can see that this and this, they will both cancel each other because they are additive inverses. So it's x squared, it's r squared, sorry, minus, oh sorry, plus 2p squared minus p, you can see. So now here we know that x is, let's try to do x here in the form of cos. So now it will be like this. So it's x r squared plus p squared minus 2p. Then now let's try to shift everything and write this. It's r cos q. It's equals to the side, it's equals to q squared. So now this is how you prove the cos rule. So remember the first step that we had to do here, there are only two rules that we are using. It's the trig function of cos in one triangle. So the hint that you can use is to just look for the sign here. Whenever you see the angle q, you know that we'll be trying to prove cos in this format of cos q here, so that everything that we'll be doing will be working towards this. So now the second step that we need to do is to divide these two triangles. So we must be able to write that we have constructed a perpendicular height that we named k, and then that's the only thing we need to write down, that construction, we constructed perpendicular height k